So that is Neil Sedaka with a cute little innocuous song there that would get him into a lot of trouble now. That's not politically correct anymore. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning.
All kinds of silly stuff going on in this world, isn't there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, things that we thought were cute are now ugly. Okay. And you're ready? We made it to Tuesday. We made it through a holiday.
Well, yesterday was Juneteenth.
Juneteenth holiday, the 3-day weekend that a lot of people didn't know they had.
Did you get tongue-tied trying to say that?
Juneteenth?
Juneteenth?
Yeah.
Several people do.
Yeah, I think a lot of us do that are not used to that because, I don't know, it just sounds weird.
Well, it's just with the T's, it's just a tongue twister.
It is. June 19th is what it's supposed to be, but you put it all together and you got Juneteenth.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
But it was on the June 18th is our celebration in Imperial County.
Yeah.
And that was because it clashed with Father's Day, I think, and I thought that was very nice of them to do that. They wanted to have a good celebration, a nice, complete celebration, but they didn't want to interrupt Father's Day, I don't think.
And do you go along with that?
Well, I think, yeah, you mix things up. You know, I kind of, you cheat two events when you can have full events both times.
Yeah.
So there's no need for that. And I think they did. I think they're to be commended. They did a fantastic job. And a fantastic in their planning. There's a lot of times I scratch my head when we're reading events, and people have events that are very good, worthy events, but they schedule them for the same day.
Yeah, that hurts.
I always wonder about that. And then you're taken away from both events.
Well, you should be very happy.
I should be.
You should be.
Okay. Well, if I should be, then I don't feel guilty then. If I shouldn't be, then I'll just go.
Well, we want to tease everybody this morning because of the holiday and whatnot. We are going to resume the ballot count, and George is going to go through that this morning, but that's going to restart.
It just basically, it was news that they on Friday, but it's still the same news today because they couldn't count. They don't count on the weekends, and they had the holiday Monday.
Yeah.
So they've got 800 ballots on their hands that they're going to try and get through. Probably, I don't know. I've been doing this for years. I would predict two more updates, one today and one tomorrow.
Well, you're going to give the information to us, so we're standing by.
Well, we'll wait for that. Find out who our actual winners were June 7th.
Standing by.
And we've got birthdays right now. We got a bunch of birthdays.
Well,
were you a TV watcher in the 70s? I know you don't watch a lot of TV now.
Was I? No, I really wasn't. A lot of it had to do with I lived in the country. TV reception was not that good.
Okay. I was in Mexicali and the same thing.
Yeah.
Bernie Capel, remember him? He was Love Boat, one of the biggest TV shows in the 70s. Bernie Capel was the doctor on the Love Boat. He's 89 years old today, so probably.
How old is he today?
89.
All right.
So I would bet he's retired. Monty Markham, he was a presenter or an announcer, did like game shows and stuff. He's 87 today. Mariette Hartley, she was an entertainment reporter. She's 82. Comedian Joe Flaherty on SCTV. He's a funny guy. I just can't say his last name. He's 81. Musician Ray Davies of the Kinks. I know you remember them.
I do.
Kinks is so tired of waiting. He's 78 today. Actor Meredith Baxter, she was on Family Ties.
I remember her.
Yeah, she was the mom on Family Ties. She's 75. Michael Gross, he was the father on the Family Ties. He played her husband on Family Ties.
No, I don't remember him.
Yeah, he was the husband. She was the mom and he was the dad on Family Ties. He is also celebrating. He's also 75. That's a coincidence for you. Joey Mullen of the Badfinger is 75. Drummer Joey Kramer of Aerosmith is 72. Guitarist Nils Lofgren, it's extraordinary. He's 71. Cartoonist Burke Breathed of Opus in Bloom County. He's 65. Country singer Kathy Mattea, 63. Guitarist Peter Howell of Little Texas, he's 58. Juliette Lewis is 49. but she's been in movies since she was a kid. So she always seemed like she's older than that. Maggie Siff of Mad Men is 48. Bassist Justin Carey of Sixpence None the Richer is 47. Chris Pratt of Jurassic Park, Guardians of the Galaxy, 43. I bet Valor would know him. Actor Michael Malarkey, the vampire. Yeah, that's his name, Malarkey. Vampire Diaries.
That's 79. A whole lot of malarkey.
And I never saw that show because I've heard it was full of malarkey. Singer Lana Del Rey is 37. Those are the big shots. Got some local people coming up. You ready for them?
I'm ready.
They're coming up.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Alicia Alvarez, Luis Solis, Luis Moreno, Carl McElvaney, Alex Baca, Maria Luisa Correa, Smokey Sanchez, Crystal Luna, Johnny Nunez Jr., Violet Green, Antonio Estrada, Catherine Katie Crimmen, Jesus Martin, and Albert Beltran. Happy birthday to every single one.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And that brings us to the World in California News headlines, brought to you by Locke Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales and service, call the experts at Locke Air Conditioning.
CBS News Brief. Lawmakers investigating the January 6th attack open public hearing number 4 later today on former President Trump's efforts to convince local officials to overturn election results. CBS's Scott McFarland.
Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger had this call with Trump.
I just want to find 11,780 votes.
Arizona State House Speaker Rusty Bowers says he was called by Trump and Rudy Giuliani, urging him to change the state's electors.
The Supreme Court's rejected Bayer's appeal to shut down thousands of lawsuits claiming its weed killer Roundup causes cancer. It exposes the company to billions in legal settlements. Loved ones in Uvalde demand accountability from police. In last month's elementary school shooting, Liliana Garcia's mom, Irma, was among the 21 killed.
The horrifying manner in which my mother was murdered and taken from us completely shattered our hearts.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Locke Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Locke Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Locke VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Locke Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Locke Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Locke, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Lawmakers in the state assembly announcing they'll be investigating oil companies they say are abusing an historic situation to suck profits from the wallets of Californians.
Chevron has made $6.2 billion in the first quarter of this year. These are companies that are obviously ripping off California consumers.
State Assembly Speaker Anthony Rendon announcing a bipartisan committee to investigate price gouging with plans to question oil companies, regulators, and economists. Time to celebrate in San Francisco, where the Warriors were honored with a parade for winning their 4th NBA championship in the past 8 years. Coach Steve Kerr saying it's great to have overcome a couple of bad years.
Pretty incredible, and testament to these guys. Just incredible fortitude and amazing mentoring from our older guys.
The Golden Gate Bridge District increasing bridge tolls starting next month. Drivers using Fast Track will see an increase of 35 cents to $8.40, 20-cent increase for pay-as-you-go. Jeff Scott, California News.
And you've been listening to the World and California News headlines, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning. For your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call Lock Air Conditioning today at 760-353-4501.
These days, it's getting harder and harder to find savings. But you may have more cash than you realize in your home's equity. Unlock it today with a cash-out refinance from Rocket Mortgage. In the last year, average home values have gone up nearly 20%. That means you could unlock thousands of dollars from your home. And with Rocket Mortgage, you could get all that cash in as little as 3 weeks. Put your hard-earned money to work. Pay down high-interest debt and combine your balances into one simple, low monthly payment. Now is your perfect opportunity to take control of your financial future. So what are you waiting for? When you want to consolidate debt and simplify your finances, Rocket can. Call 8338-ROCKET today or go to rocketmortgage.com to get started. That's 8338-ROCKET or go to rocketmortgage.com. Rocket. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states and MLS. ConsumerAccess.org, number 3030. Call 800-490-1233 for disclosures and cost information.
And it is time for page one of the local news, brought to you by El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive and at the Imperial Valley Mall. With your local news, here's Gene Brister.
Taking a look at the latest in local news this morning, the ballot count, well, it's almost over. George Gale explains.
There are, they are for the June 7th primary election. About 800 ballots are yet to be counted. Because of the holiday, the count will resume today. The county observed the Juneteenth day holiday, the 3-day holiday, and most offices and departments were closed except for the emergency service departments, such as the sheriff's and fire departments. Because of the holiday, the County Board of Supervisors will not be meeting today, but the count will continue. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Calexico Mayor Javier Moreno will deliver a State of the City address. The event will be held on Thursday, June 30th at Rodney Auditorium on the campus of San Diego State University, Imperial Valley. Mayor Moreno will update residents, local businesses, and community organizations on recent accomplishments and future plans for the border city. The event is open to the public and begins at 6 p.m. when the doors open, and the State of the City address will begin at 6:30 p.m. KXO News Time is 7:46.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires, guaranteed. We're talking the finest names in tires: Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlap, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. Check the prices, then talk to your Quick Lane service advisor. He will give you the best price, guaranteed. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Continuing with more local news, the IID board meets twice. Here's more on that story.
Well, the first meeting was yesterday, Monday, a special meeting. It was a closed session meeting discussing anticipated litigation. Regular Imperial Irrigation District Board of Directors meeting is today. That meeting goes into public session at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Special grants for water safety summer activities will be presented. 24 employees will receive service awards. The director directors will be asked to approve addendum number 2 in the 2006 negative declaration for the Equitable Distribution Plan, and they will be asked to adopt a resolution approving a revised Equitable Distribution Plan. The directors will also be asked to approve energy cost adjustment billing factors for July 2022. Both meetings are held at Conrad Auditorium on Broadway in El Centro. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the local news has been a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
When you have a minute, visit the KXO website, kxoradio.com. Follow us on Facebook, KXO Radio Imperial Valley. All sorts of neat things on our Facebook page. Oh, and of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free.
And it's Page 2 of the local news, and the weather, brought to you by Town Pump in Westmoreland, open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30 p.m., and by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. With Page 2, here again is Gene.
Continuing with more local news, Brawley City Council meets this evening. Here's more on that story.
The meeting will be or can be attended in person or via Zoom. For Zoom information, contact the city clerk. The meeting begins at 6 p.m. tonight and is being held at the council chambers on Main Street in Brawley. There will be 2 public hearings. First is to approve a fiscal year 2022-23 through 2026-27 capital improvement program and use of developmental or development impact fee funds. The second public hearing will be to solicit comments on the city's CDBG program income only 2021 applications to the State Community Development Block Grant Program. Council will hear a 4th quarter budget report, and they will be asked to approve the fiscal year 2022-23 overall budget. They will discuss approving the American Rescue Plan Act spending plan and budget. There will also be an update on the COVID-19 pandemic declaration of local emergency. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
2 more rescues reported in the Okumba Wilderness region. 8 individuals were rescued in 2 separate incidences. They were reported last week. The first incident involved a woman and her 2 children were rescued. El Centro Sector Border Patrol received a call reporting lost individuals in the area near Ocotillo. Using GPS coordinates obtained from the phone call, a 19-year-old female from El Salvador and her 2 children were located. A wellness check was conducted, and it was determined they were not in any need of medical attention. It was determined the woman and her children had crossed the U.S. line illegally. They were taken into custody to be processed and returned to the country of origin. The second incident occurred after patrolling agents discovered 5 individuals who had crossed into the U.S. illegally and were lost in the wilderness region. A wellness check determined they were all dehydrated and in need of medical assistance. Emergency medical services were called in. All 5 were Mexican nationals between the ages of 19 and 51. They were transported to a hospital for treatment. Once they were released from the hospital, they were processed for deportation. Since October, El Centro Sector Border Patrol agents have rescued 210 individuals who were lost, in distress, or abandoned by smugglers. And finally, a local student accepts a fellowship. Here's more on that story.
Mariano Peinado accepted the fellowship. California State University San Bernardino recently selected the students that will participate in the next cohort of the Mellon Mays Undergraduate Fellowship. One of the 4 students selected was Mariano Peinado, a 2019 graduate of Southwest High School and a current undergraduate student at CSUSB. Peinado is majoring in history and minoring in music His research project will be focused on the late California Supreme Court Justice Cruz Reynoso. Judge Reynoso was the first Chicano Latino justice on the California Supreme Court and started his legal career in El Centro. Fellowship is a 2-year program that provides financial support, research mentorship, and assistance with graduate school applications. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
When you're ready for great home-style cooking, there are 2 locations for the best in the Imperial Valley. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., featuring delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including menudo, liver and onions, and meatloaf. The Town Pump in Westmoreland is open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30 p.m., specializing in delicious prime ribs, steaks, chicken, salmon, and lobster. So for a great dining experience, visit Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, and the Town Pump in Westmoreland.
Here's George Gale with the weather update.
The high temperature yesterday, 101 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 68. Today is the first day of summer. Forecast for today, despite periodic cloudiness, high temperatures will exceed 105 degrees most afternoons across the lower deserts. Past sunset, these clouds will hold up temperatures, making overnights uncomfortably warm. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 107. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after 10 p.m. Increasing clouds. Overnight lows around 83. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. 40% chance of showers Wednesday when thunderstorms. Partly cloudy skies. Highs right near 106. Northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now we are looking at 73 degrees, 31% the relative humidity. Page 2 of the local news and your weather, brought to you by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, and by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, Imperial Valley's fine dining experience.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground, covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns. And that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
And we've got your Sports World Roundup, basically the scoreboard this morning, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best of care. In the National Hockey League, the quest for Stanley's Cup, it continues rolling on. Lightning defeated the Avalanche 6-2. Colorado still leads that series 2-1. Tampa Bay Lightning's Nikita Kucherov was forced from Game 3 after a dangerous play by Colorado Avalanche's Devon Towles, who stuck his stick in the back of Kucherov and just pushed him right into the boards. And he was fortunately not seriously injured, but he couldn't finish the game. We got baseball scores coming up.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
And on the baseball scoreboard, it was the Mets over the Marlins. Shut them out 6-0. Pirates got by the Cubs 12-1. Red Sox beat the Tigers 5-2. Yankees over the Rays 4-2. Braves beat the Giants 2-1. Brewers got by the Cardinals, shut them out 2-0. It was the White Sox over the Blue Jays 8-7. Royals beat the Angels 6-2. And the Padres beat the Diamondbacks 4-1. The Dodgers took the day off. That's it. That's a quick look at sports, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 12 1230 KXO.
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Yeah, we've got your financial news and weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. The stock market news, stocks rise after S&P 500's worst week since March 2020. U.S. stocks rose this morning as traders returned from a long weekend, with equities looking to a steady following the S&P 500's worst week since March of 2020. S&P 500 advanced by about 1.7% just after markets opened to repair some of the losses after plunging 5.8% last week. Nasdaq Composite gained about 1.9%, and the Dow added more than 400 points, or 1.5%. That's business. That's financial report. We got the weather coming up.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
The high temperature yet today, 101 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 68. Sunny today for the first day of summer. Highs right near 107. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after 10 p.m. Tonight, increasing clouds. Overnight lows around 83. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Increased chance of showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. Partly cloudy skies on Wednesday. Highs right near 106. North to northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. And your financial news and weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security Services. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
They have great weekday specials.
I like the friendly environment, the friendly staff, the cold beer, and the best wings in town.
Burgers and Beer, what I like about Burgers and Beer, the menu, everything on the menu is great. I'm working my way through the menu. My favorite thing right now is the grilled tuna chipotle sandwich. That's what I had yesterday, and it was delicious.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
It's 8 o'clock at KXO El Centro, California.
Sponsored by... I'm Steve Kathan. In a few hours, the House panel investigating the Capitol attack unveils evidence of the pressure that was applied to key Republicans by the Trump White House to try to overturn the 2020 election. CBS's Scott McFarland.
Today, the committee will call 3 Republican witnesses. Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger had this call with Trump.
I just want to find 11,780 votes.
Raffensperger's deputy, Gabriel Sterling, and Arizona State House Speaker Rusty Bowers, who says he was called by Trump and Rudy Giuliani in November 2020, urging him to change the state's electors, which he rejected.
The U.S. Supreme Court rules religious schools can't be excluded from a program in Maine that offers tuition aid for private education. That decision could ease religious group access to taxpayer money. And the court rejected the parent company of Monsanto's effort to challenge lawsuits that claim its weed killer Roundup causes cancer. Elon Musk got some good news today. Twitter's board has recommended unanimously that shareholders approve the proposed $44 billion sale of the company to the Tesla chief, CNET's Ian Scher.
Their job is to make sure the stockholders get the best value for their money. And there is no question that Elon Musk buying Twitter for $44 billion is very much worth it.
1 in 5 parents say they'll get their children as young as 6 months vaccinated right away now that age group under 5 is eligible for COVID shots. New York mother Erin Luttrell is in no rush to get her daughter vaccinated.
We've been lucky enough to not have COVID, and she's not had COVID, but plenty of our friends have had COVID and their babies have gotten it, and they've been largely unaffected, so it makes it less of a rush in my mind.
The U.S. is joining most other countries now in limiting the use of anti-personnel landmines. It does not affect policy on the Korean Peninsula, where the U.S. defends South Korea. Big news from a company known for breakfast cereal.
Snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies.
Kellogg says it's going to split into 3 companies. One, a cereal maker, another will focus on snacks, and a third on plant-based foods. As we hear from CBS's Jim Krasula now, 2021 was a good year for giving.
Charitable donations in the U.S. reached a record $485 billion in 2021, though the increase did not keep pace with inflation. That's according to a new report from a group called Giving USA. 2021 donations were up 4% from 2020, but that was down nearly 1% when adjusted for inflation.
Right now, the Dow is up 598 points. This is CBS News.
Feel the power of saving at Boost Mobile with budget-friendly plans on one of America's largest 5G networks. More power to save. Boost Mobile.
Do you owe the IRS $8,000 or more? Are you a few years behind on your filing? Are you going through an audit and have no idea what to do? You need an ally, fast. Ally's Tax Relief Negotiators can protect you from all IRS collections. But have you called them today? Their team of enrolled agents, tax attorneys, and CPAs are your allies to fix all your tax problems. Take the first step to getting the IRS off your back. Call Ally's Tax Relief today for a free consultation. 800-957-0325. Ally's Tax Relief. 800-957-0325.
Tracy, line 1 is looking for a quote on a mini split.
Crazy spring temperatures are heating up the wide HVAC phone lines.
Next week we're booked solid.
If they don't find more technicians, they'll be in hot water.
How are we down 3 technicians in the past 3 weeks?
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Earn up to $500 in sponsored job credits by interviewing on Indeed. Visit Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions apply.
A superstar is out with some new music.
You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul.
Beyonce dropped a new single at midnight. It's from her 7th studio album, Renaissance, due out July 29th. Break My Soul samples Big Freedia's Explode and Robin S.'s 1993 hit, Show Me Love. Beyonce tells British Vogue, which she covers this month, the new LP is music that makes you rise, turns your mind to cultures and subcultures, unites so many on the dance floor, and makes them fall in love. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
On the ice, bouncing back from a 7-0 drubbing in Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final, the Tampa Bay Lightning surged past the Colorado Avalanche to win Game 3 last night 6-2. The Avalanche have a 2-1 lead on the defending champs. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Guys, stop putting your love life on hold. U.S. Pharmacy has some exciting news. If you've been wanting to try Viagra or Cialis, now's the perfect time. Call today and receive 90 little blue or little yellow pills for only $119 with free shipping. Why order some low-dose sildenafil from one of those subscription services when we can give you what you want now? Call 800-711-6818 and we'll rush your order discreetly packaged to your door. Been thinking about trying Viagra or Cialis? Call U.S. Pharmacy at 800-711-6818 for as little as only $119 for 90 pills. Need your package in a hurry? Call 800-711-6818 and ask about our express shipping option, and we'll rush your order to you as soon as possible. Save money on this little blue or yellow pill you've been wanting to try. Again, 800-711-6818 now. That's 800-711-6818.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Gentlemen, I would like to introduce
George Gale.
I got style, I'm cultured, I'm sophisticated.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230 KXO.
And